Good day, teachers. It's me again, Felipe. So this time, I'll teach you on how you're going to create a course in your Fuel dashboard or in your Fuel account. So as you can see in my screen, you can see here my Fuel dashboard. So in the Fuel dashboard, there's two ways that you can create a course. It's either you're going to click this create a course button or via administration. Okay, so I'll show you on how to create a course via site administration first. Okay, so click site administration and then click courses, manage courses and categories, and then look for the college that the subject you will be creating belongs, so precisely at the College of Education. And then on the right side here you can see create new course. So by clicking this, a new page will be displayed that requires you to fill out the necessary field like the course full name, the course short name, and the course start date, course end date. Okay, so it's up to you if you're going to enable the course start date and the course end date. So if you wish not to enable this, you just uncheck this box. All right, so now let's go back to our dashboard and let us try to create a course via this create a course button. So click this create a course button and then a new page will be displayed, the same thing that we did in the site administration via course management. So here you will see important fields that you need to fill in. Okay, so unlike the site administration that the moment we click on the College of Education, we immediately see in the course category the College of Education. Here we see other courses. So make sure that you're going to close this and search the College of Education department because that is where your subject belongs. The tendency is if you if you will not close those other courses, the subject that or the course that you'll be creating will be saved and will be categorized under other courses. So since we are making a course under College of Education, so we will make sure that this course category is linked to the College of Education. So let us start now filling in. So let's start filling in the course full name. Okay, so you type here the full name, the full subject name. So for instance, physical education. And then course short name is PE 111. And course start date, as I mentioned, it's up to you if you're going to enable this one. But of course, it's very important to indicate the course start date and the course end date. It's an option if you're going to enable this or not. The course ID is not necessarily be filled. It's alright. And then in the description part, it's up. I mean, it is where you are going to copy and paste your course description and the course learning outcomes. Okay, so if you have your syllabus in your Word document, so just copy and paste those description here. And then in the course image, It is where you will upload your course banner. So the image that you will be uploading here will serve as your banner in your course dashboard. And then once you are done uh, filling in the important field, so save on display. Okay. So granting that we already created a course. So let's take a sample in my created course, which is Filipino 107. Okay. So a while ago, there was this field that requires you or that asks you to upload a picture or image as banner. So this is how it looked like if you include some image as your course banner. Alright. Okay. So in your course dashboard, you can see here as you scroll down the different parts where you are going to place your resources, and at the same time the title of your topics. So how are you going to add some activity? So all you need to do is to turn this edit on. It's already turned on, but when the editing button is off, this is how it looks like. Okay, so if you wanted to add some activities or resources in your course dashboard, all you need to do is to turn edit on. And when this is displayed, you are now ready to add some resources. As you observe here, you can see pencil icons. So you can click this pencil icon if you want to edit the title. Once you click the pencil button, you can now edit the title. So it's up to you if what topic you will place there, or what title of the topic you will place there. Okay. So in this case, my first topic is about Wika. So I placed here Wika. So as you can see, you can already see some activities under the topic Wika. I placed here an assignment and a resources or a file. So how are you going to do this? Of course, you can see here add an activity or resources. So anything that you wanted to add, may it be an assignment, a file, a forum, a link, etc. All you need to do is just to click this section, which is add an activity or resource. So the moment you're going to click this, so a new window will be displayed, which will ask you to click on the different activities or resources that you would like to add. Okay, so if you want to add a file, just click this file, name the file, and then save. Alright, so now when you wanted to add an assignment, okay, so just add an activity and then assignment. So in my case, I've already added an assignment. So let us try to see what's inside. Alright, so this is how it looks like when you add some assignment. In my assignment, I've attached some video from YouTube. Yes, so all you need to do is go to the YouTube website and then copy the link that can be found in the address bar, okay, and paste it here, or you may click this link button, this one. Once you click this link button, you can immediately copy and paste here the YouTube link that you copied from the YouTube web. So in my case, I copy and pasted already via this button the link from the YouTube that I used for this assignment. Okay. And then provide some instructions as to what the student will do after watching the video. Okay. So now at the bottom part, you can see here the availability of the material. So if you click this, you can see here as to when the activity will start accepting submissions. So in my case, I set here August 17 and the due date is on the 19th. So it's a must that you need to enable this because it will control students' behavior, especially in submitting the activity. And the remind me to grade by is the date where the system will remind you to grade a specific activity. So you can adjust the date here and as well as the time. Okay. So in the submission type, this is the section where we'll control what type of document the student will attach in the assignment. So it's up to you if you will limit submission, but in my case, I will not limit the type of file that you will be submitting. But in the case that you would like to control the file type to be submitted, you just click this choose button and then you choose what type of submissions or file type you would like only the student to submit and then save changes. So feedback type, it's alright. Submission setting, it's alright because it's already set. Now let us move on to the activity completion. This is very interesting. Okay, so in the activity completion, as you can see in this option, you will have the choices that do not indicate activity completion. Students can manually mark activity as completed. Show activity is completed when conditions are met. So this is very interesting because it will control students' submission and responses to the activity or the assignment that you assign to them. So when you click show activity as a complete when conditions are met, they cannot proceed to the next activity until they will complete the task assigned to them. Okay, so as you can see, there is here a requirement like require view. Student must view this activity to complete it, and student must submit to this activity to complete it. In one of your requirements is to answer these questions, like what I did to my description. That they after watching the video, you will answer something. So yes, you need to check this one. Student must submit. And what's the expected date of completion? So it should be the same with the end date. Okay, so the due date of this activity is on the 20th. So you will also do the same setting here, expected on August 20th. And then in the competency part, upon activity completion, what would you like the student or the system to do? Okay, so do nothing attach evidence, send for review, or complete the competency. So they need to attach evidence. It's up to you as to how you would like the activity to be completed once it is marked done by the student. Do you want them to attach evidence, send for review, or complete the competency? So in my case, of course, they need to attach some evidence. Right. And then once done, with all the restrictions, with all the submission times and the availability, you click save and return the course. And you will be redirected back to your course dashboard. So the assignment that you've made is already displayed here. Okay. So if you wanted to add another resources or activity, click add an activity. So for instance, if you wanted to add some quiz here, you click this add new quiz and then name the quiz, for instance, pre-test, and then provide some instruction, answer the following questions. And then if you wanted the description to be displayed, just click this box, and if you don't like, then uncheck this. Timing is very important. You need to set this. When would you like the quiz to be open? So you click enable and then set the date when the quiz will be open for of course, for the student to take. So for instance, you want the quiz to be open on the 19th of August. Okay. And then enable when the quiz will close. Of course, it's after on the 20th of August. And then set the time limit. How long will the quiz and what's the quiz run time? So choose either weeks, days, hours, minutes, or seconds. So minutes, so you want the quiz to be taken in 60 minutes. And then here, when time expires, what would you like the system to do? Open attempts are submitted automatically. So there are options here, so it's up to you which among these options you would like the system to do when the time expires. And then grade is alright, layout is alright, question behavior is alright. Review options. So for the review options, it's up to you which among these options would you like the system to do after the student have taken your quiz. So for instance here, immediately after the attempt, would you like the students to view the right answer, the general feedback? So if you don't want your student to see the right answer and the general feedback after taking the quiz, then just uncheck this. Okay? And also here later while the quiz is still open, would you like the student to see the right answer or the general feedback? So if you don't want to, then uncheck or check if you want to. Okay. Then, okay. Next is the activity completion, the same thing that we did in our assignment a while ago. So would you like to show activities completed when conditions are met? So it's up to you. to, activate or enable this activity completion and the competencies as well, right? So for extra restrictions, this is also interesting. When you enable these extra restrictions, this require password thingy will make the quiz extra secured. Yes. When you provide password or when you require password for this quiz to be open, then those students who don't know the quiz password cannot take the exam or cannot take the quiz. All right, if you enable this one. And to show more of the extra restrictions, there is a browse security part here. When you click or enable this full screen pop-up with some JavaScript security, the moment the student takes the exam, the page where the question is displayed will be freezed and will focus only to that specific screen, and it will not allow students to open tabs or other search engine. So they can only do that after taking the exam. So while taking the quiz or the exam, they cannot open any tab or whatever search engine that they wanted to go to, where they can get the possible answer to your questions. Okay, so once done, then you click save and return to course. Okay, so that's it. So very easy and simple. So when you wanted to add something in your course dashboard, again, all you need to do is to enable or turn this edit on button at the topmost part of your dashboard. So the moment you turn this on, you can already start editing your dashboard and add some activity on it. Then if you feel that the sections here, specifically in your topic, are interchanged, so you can just simply drag this and then place that to the specific order. So that's it. I hope you learned something from this demonstration, and enjoy creating a course and enjoy adding the activity to your course dashboard. Thank you so much for watching.